right, boys and girls, this week is a fun week. This is usually a week that I get really excited learning and doing with you guys. Do you remember back, it was a while ago, I think back in January is when we started our gingerbread unit. And do you remember how we read a whole bunch of different gingerbread books, but even though they were all different, some things on them were the same, some things were different. We looked at different parts of the book. So with our gingerbread stories, we looked at the title and the name of the book on the front of the book. We looked at the cover to see if the cover was the same or different. We looked at the characters. Remember, some had different animals that chased the gingerbread man or the gingerbread baby. There was a gingerbread baby in one of our story books. We looked at what the gingerbread said over and over and over again in the book. And then we looked at how the book ended. Well, at this time of the year, we would normally be doing a lot of things with farm and doing a lot of experiments and some stuff that go around with farm and farm animals. But this year, I decided that since we're at home together, we'll focus on the favorite part of farm, and that's pigs. And we're gonna do the same thing with a very special story, a nursery rhyme type story, all about pigs. 3 little pigs to be exact. The same thing we did with our gingerbread stories, we're gonna do with our 3 little pig story. And so I have what we're gonna be looking at right here. So I'm gonna put them up on our board. So the first thing that we're gonna be looking at is title. We're gonna look at the title of the 3 little pig stories. And I'm not sure how many of you heard the 3 little pig stories and what the problem is, but generally there's 3 pigs and there's a big bad wolf who wants to try to cause a bunch of problems by blowing houses down and stuff like that. But if you haven't heard him, we'll get into that more this week. But so first, we're gonna start with the title of the story of the 3 little pigs. Then we're gonna get to the characters. Just like in the gingerbread man story, there's going to be characters in our story. So we will look at characters in our 3 little pigs story. All right, we will also look at the houses. Like I said, like the wolf likes to blow houses down. So we'll look at the different types of houses in the 3 little pigs story. We'll look at the problem. There's always a problem in our 3 little piggy stories. So we'll look at the problem. I think I might have to move houses over a little bit. Otherwise, we're not going to fit our very last one, which is ending. How does our story end? Is our last one that I need to hang up here. Ending. So when we read our 3 little pig stories, this is what we're going to be looking for. The title, the characters, the houses, the problem, and the ending of our story. So that's going to be our focus this week.